Hey everybody, Uncle Snussy here with a brief update. We're on day 2 of this contest. We now have a faction event that is centered around the Blitz. It is any of the Blitz types that are out there, the basic Blitz, the Premier Blitz, and then the 3 of the NWO Victory Blitzes, both all normal, hard, and Hell mode is in there. I recommend, if you can, hang on to those Blitz tickets. Wait for tomorrow. It's a good opportunity to do some stuff during the lockbox and help everybody get credit for it. I know some people use their Blitz tickets before we even had a faction contest. That's okay. There's more opportunities to get Blitz tickets along the way. The new events that have appeared are a Sting tour. For those who have the striker version of Sting with the power gem moves, I have recorded the loot box break trick. If you happen to have a lot of the props for creating and breaking loot boxes, there's a trick you can do with people with power gem people, and I recorded a demonstration of me doing it in this event with somebody who was stronger than my striker Sting. Alright, so here's going to be the power gem trick, in case you haven't seen this before. The key is we got to get those green moves filled. You need a little gem luck on the board, or you need some kind of prop to help get you further along. I am using the striker version of Triple H in order to be able to make more power gems on the board, because this is going to be heavily dependent on there being power gems. As you can tell, not very lucky with the green gems on the board. So I'm going to go ahead and use my prop just so you guys can see what this looks like. That only filled one. Alright, I'll just do one for now. On the next turn I can do the other. So on the one where you can choose where to put them, ordinarily you might put them on loot boxes to force your opponent to break loot boxes to get rid of them. In this particular case, I'm going to focus on putting them on a color that neither one of us are interested in breaking. So I'm going to focus on some red, and then for these extra ones I'll do some blue. Now I'm not actually going to do the trick yet because I want to get more power gems out on the board. I'm going to go ahead and just break a purple. Let him get his turn. Alright, so now I'm going to put some more power gems out there. And now here's where the loot box trick comes in. So break loot boxes, going to break these 3 loot boxes. Because gems have been broken, it's going to trigger the power gems. Right, so 24,000. And it moves the pin bar 3, unless you create a cascade, then it'll move it even further. Now I'm completely out of gem loot boxes, so I have the loot box gems, one here that I'll do. Unfortunately, 2 of them are on power gems, but we're just going to have to roll with that. So then I'm going to go ahead and break those. Right, and so I can do it one more time before I pin them. So create 3. Break 3. Boom. It's probably not going to be enough to keep him down. Going to have to go another turn. Alright. Just making sure there isn't an opportunity to just take him out without having to go through this again. I could probably do been doing about 20k worth of damage. But it looks like I'll end up giving him another turn if I go. Well, it's just for demonstration purposes anyway, so I'll break this one loot box. Boom. Alright, and then one more time. And he'll be pretty close to 0 health. And then I'll see if I can end it right now. And I did not. But he's dangered. I should be able to get him next turn. I could actually show you another trick here if you get stuck where you can't pin somebody. If you have the ones where they makes the loot boxes, just make a bunch of loot boxes, and ordinarily you'll end up at least making enough loot boxes to maybe have a match and have them all break without you even having to do anything. I don't need much in order to pin him right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and knock him out. But that's how you can win with loot boxes on someone stronger than you. If you have the Acrobat version of Sting, he works quite well in these events as well, because you can use his submission move to keep your opponent away from their moves. With the 2 green moves and the blue move with the Acrobat Sting, you can recharge his submission really, really fast. And so you just got to get a little lucky with your green gem matches, or use the green props in order to boost his green. And then you're able to advance pretty far that way as well. So either of the Stings have the ability to get pretty far in this, even if they're not as strong as their opponents. We also have a new Revenge of the NWO event, which is Scott Hall. I have Scott Hall, but super weak right now. Still haven't decided if I'm going to invest in my NWO people to try to get deeper in this event. I may wait as long as I possibly can and see just how far I can get without improving anybody. And then if towards the end of the event it looks like I'm getting close to perhaps getting something kind of cool, then maybe I'll put the coin and TP into them. There is a chance to get coin and TP in this event using basically the NWO ingots for the week. So even though I might not get credit for the coin and TP that I spend during the event, if the potential prizes I could grab are cool enough, I may still do it anyway. I think that's a cash loot that's going on right now. Generally speaking, if you have the cash to throw at an event like this, these ones where you only get 20 pools for around 12k usually indicate that there's some pretty cool stuff to be had. But as with every one of these events, there's always a pretty high chance you're going to end up with something that you're disappointed in. According to this, you have about a 6% on the featured. So that's 6 out of every 100 pulls. You should get something off of featured, which is pretty decent odds. And just about everything in here is pretty cool. The 6 NWO and the Sarge are just kind of okay, although it would be nice for some of us to be able to just jump right to 4-star bronze with maybe the 6 or the Sting, even if they aren't upper super elite rare wrestlers like many of the others that are in here. Sarge is a great trainer for people that do row breaks, but as far as a general fighter, not very good at all. But all the NWO people in here that you have a possibility of getting, that's pretty slick. All these NWO people are definitely in the elite rare class of wrestlers in this game at this point. Super rare has some decent shards opportunities, and then of course they have these which we don't even know how to spend yet. And then the common stuff is, again, more of the parts and more of the shards. 5 shards of Sting. That would be pretty disappointing. But yeah, I think that's it. All right, so that's it from Update today, guys. Good luck out there. Bye.